Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the webinar. Today, I'm joined by my friend and colleague, Amber Dotson of Health Sherpa. This is part one of a two-part series. These are quick, down and dirty, 30 minutes today, 30 minutes next Wednesday, and we're gonna share all the nitty-gritty about Health Sherpa. And let's just roll through a few things here down at Cornerstone. Eric's on the line right now. He's my colleague. He helps implement Sherpa as well. And if you have a question, you'll put it in the question box to the right. We'll answer those at the end of the presentation. And we'll have a more extensive Q&A next Wednesday. So if you think of something later today or over the week, we'll be able to address it then as well. Jot down our information if you have any questions about the individual market. We are the largest wholesaler for individual and group here in Ohio, and that's our specialist. And let me talk about our new AGB portal. The new and improved AGB portal will launch on June 15th. It's for all of our broker partners. It's a one-stop shop for managing your book of business through Cornerstone. This is for group and individual. It's heavily influenced for group, so it's a heavy group tool, and it's information for your commissions, your schedules. If you have any questions about the new platform, just give us a call and talk to your broker advisor. There it is. And earn more when you sell more for all group and individual new business sales between January 1st of this year through the end of December. You'll earn points that'll bring you closer to a $7,000 cash prize. Check it out. And without further ado, let's toss it to Amber.
And we just want to thank you for attending today's Health Sherpa training. So we'll go ahead and hop in. Like I say, I am from Atlanta, and I am an agency account manager here at Health Sherpa. So if there's ever anything you need, y'all can reach out to Geoff. He can funnel you over to me, or you can reach out to agent support. I'll make sure that you have all of their contact info before we are done next week, so you can reach out to them as well. We do have a pretty packed agenda, so we're going to break our training up into 2 sessions, like Geoff mentioned. So I'll speak with y'all today, then join y'all again next week to just pick up where we left off. So you'll definitely have plenty of time for questions. Any questions that we don't get to, or perhaps like Geoff mentioned, you just think of later, please feel free to just work back with us, and we can follow up with you. So we're going to talk about Health Sherpa today, what we do and how we do it. We will discuss the benefits of EDE and what that really means. We'll take a dive into the agent platform, so you'll get to see an application, how to search the marketplace, plan selection, where to update your carrier settings, all of that. Some of that we'll save until next week. We'll also take a look at our unique post-enrollment tools within the platform, which are super helpful just to manage effectuations. And then next week, we'll also discuss some of the nuances involved with NPN override. We'll take a rundown of just the client self-enrollment view, and we'll finish up by talking about, like I say, some of the extra resources that you've got available to you. So who is Health Sherpa? Put simply, we are an enrollment platform. We are built to make consumers and agents' lives easier. Because we have the most advanced enrollment technology in the market, nationally, Health Sherpa is actually the largest enrollment platform after Healthcare.gov. We put a ton of focus on actually listening to the needs of our agents, our agencies, CMS, and our consumers, so that as we continue to evolve our technology, we can actually be sure to prioritize innovations based on need. EDE, so EDE stands for Enhanced Direct Enrollment, which is a CMS technology. EDE allows Health Sherpa to fully integrate with Healthcare.gov in order to submit applications more or less for you without you being redirected to Healthcare.gov. So as not to bury the lead, this allows you to complete an application in an average of only 8 minutes compared to the 30+ minutes it takes on Healthcare.gov, meaning you can truly be more effective and just engage with a higher volume of customers just by using the platform, not only during OEP, but truly throughout the year. Another huge thing is we support 100% of complex complex household circumstances. So the fact that you can truly do everything within HealthSherpa is pretty unique. A lot of folks said, hey man, I have to go to Healthcare.gov in order to process X, Y, or Z application. No longer the case. You can do it all on our site. With EDE, you can, welcome to our slide. So you are using our specific EDE, you can actually complete the applications like we mentioned directly on HealthSherpa. You can enjoy higher client effectuation because we have features like document management, direct payment links. We have a lot of DMI email reminders now that are going out to clients and you, the agents, or at the agency level if you'd prefer. You can save time with pre-filled renewals. You can view status updates and documents that have been requested from the marketplace. And you can even view and print certain documents like 1095A forms. I know that was a hot topic a month or so ago, right? Eligibility letters and marketplace notices. So in order to get all of these types of perks, the only thing you need to make sure and do is enable EDE. So most of the folks that already have this enabled, you're not going to see this little button at the top, so great job. Occasionally, you'll need to refresh your EDE, and I'll explain to you why in just a moment. Or when you log in, you're going to see this little button up at the top. So anytime you see this button, you just want to click it, and it's going to have you refresh or complete for the first time identity verification steps that the marketplace requires in order for us to allow you to access that consumer information. If you do not see this, like I mentioned, you've probably already done it, so you're good to go. Okay, so now we will go ahead and hop into the platform. Let me pop to this. Okay, you should be able to see this now. All right, so before we get started, I do want to share with you, this is just a staging environment. So any of the customer application that you see here, in case you are curious, is all fake information. No breaches of PII here. This is considered your dashboard. So when you first log into your HealthSherpa account, this is where you will land. Up here on the top, you'll see your name, and you can adjust this logo if you'd like. You'll see your name here again, and then you'll also see your NPN number. Start application and search marketplace are basically the same. I'll show you those in a moment. You have a quote tool. Sometimes customers say, hey, I just would rather see all the plans before I give you all the nitty gritty about my household tax information. Great, you can just go to the quote page and see all those plans up front. And then we'll get into these two little icons over here as well. Over here on the left, these we refer to as tabs. So you've got all of these different tabs that we will walk through also. So let's start here with the start application and search marketplace, just so you can see the difference. So let's say that I am looking for a customer. I do need to validate that I have permission to search for the customer. And let's just say Georgia. So anytime I click this box, this is what happens once I've enabled EDE. I'm able to just say, yep, I've got permission, and then I can search the marketplace. Now, shockingly, we're not going to pull any results for that person because they don't exist. So in this year, oh, looks like I used that name before. So if I wanted to, I could go ahead and grab this staged application, or I could create a new application. So this is a great way to help you save time as well. So that you can see the difference, if we go back to our dashboard and we search the marketplace, it looks super similar. So either way, you're going to have that prompt to search the marketplace before you begin. And pop back to your dashboard. Let's hop into the quote tool. So on our quote page, let's say that we just want to look at plans and prices. Okay, so I have a household, my tax household, right? Only has one. My tax household income is, let's say, $30,000, okay? Check out what happens over here on the right-hand side. It gives me my little eligibility estimates. That said, I, the agent, do not have to remember the difference between APTC dollars and cost sharing reduction, these CSR dollars. I can just hover over the words. Anytime you see these little dotted lines under the words, you can just hover. Same thing goes if you see a question mark with a circle around it. So that's super helpful, especially if your customer is not super certain of their annual income, right? Maybe they don't want to use all of these dollars, but the CSR, we know they don't have to pay back. So you can definitely give them those. If there's more than one person applying on the household, you would just, for coverage, you would just add those people down here. The entire HealthSherpa platform is dynamic, meaning watch what happens to this pregnancy question if I toggle the gender to male. Okay, it goes away. So the dynamic functionality within the platform is one of the ways we're able to really cut that application time down significantly. We're able to save you a lot of response times down the road just based on what you've already answered. We're going to get into a lot of these filters next week when we talk about actual plan selection and the benefits and all that good stuff. But if you wanted to go ahead and add a plan to your cart, you would just do that here. Very simple. So this is our plan shopping page. Hopping back into our dashboard, let's talk about some of these tabs. So clients and leads. The nice thing is a lot of times when you have different customers, right, you have to kind of work with your CRM or try and make a note to yourself and say, gosh, I need to follow up with so-and-so so they can actually submit their subsidy application, or so-and-so needs to really submit their follow-up documents. We actually separate those two into separate buckets. So clients have submitted their subsidy application and they've submitted their plan selection. They've finalized all of that. So you're chasing effectuation for them. These folks might need follow-up documents, maybe they need to make a payment, etc. Leads are people, and I'll show you how similar those look. Leads are folks who still have something outstanding regarding submission in general. Maybe they haven't finalized their subsidy app. Maybe they haven't finalized which plan they'd like to choose. So these are ones that you want to chase, to make those, December 15th cutoff or whatever those dates are going to be for your customer, so that you can help them fight for their effective date that they're wanting. Okay, so in the Clients tab, you're going to have several different carriers available in your filters, as well as states. You can filter by document statuses. These are real time with the marketplace, so that's super helpful. And payments. So one thing you can also do is archive folks. So let's say you know that Chelsea TSS is from last year and they've moved to a state that you no longer service. You can just archive that customer and they'll go away from this view. If you say, oh gosh, I did that by mistake, you would just toggle over to yes. You can also remove the no's so that you only see the archived folks, and you could simply unarchive that person. So again, just a nice way to really clean up your view and make sure you're always looking at the latest and greatest of your client list. You can filter by off and on exchange if you'd like. And we'll get into these in a later tab down here in the agency tab. But if you have something called full book or shared book turned on, you can also toggle between agency or shared as well as just your own. Again, just really useful if you're trying to get a view of everyone's book of business or just your shared book of business or just your own. So keep that in mind. If you have any customers that you're already working with, you can import them into the HealthSherpa platform. So you don't have to key everything in one by one. You would just download this template and follow the instructions. And if you need to export anything for any reason, you can do that here. You can even use a date range. That's super helpful too if you're just saying, gosh, I just want to look at folks that I'm trying to get effectuated on the 1st. You can set that in the date range. Clicking into the actual client card, these are some of our really unique effectuation tools that we have. So this first category here are follow-up items. You can see that they're all broken into different types of follow-ups, right? Different types of DMIs or SVIs, right? So the data matching issues or the SAP verification issues. So if I click into them, a lot of people say, gosh, what in the world type of documentation am I supposed to do with this? You don't have to go hunting. We just include the list right here. If you just expand, you can actually scroll down and just see all the different types of verification items that are possible to submit for this specific follow-up type item. You also have a due date listed. If you just go back, you'll also see the status. So action needed is going to stand for you need to submit something, right? They haven't even submitted anything at all. And we do have a legend for these as well on our website. Sometimes these are going to change though to insufficient, meaning maybe somebody submitted something, but it was blurry, or maybe I submitted the income for the citizenship or vice versa. So when that happens, you're actually going to get a notice from the marketplace that populates down below, and I'll show you where. So really nice that everything is truly just here in one place for you. And now we do have emails going out to agents and agencies, letting you know, hey, you have this many DMIs that are outstanding and this is when they're due. Hey, this is what's going on here, right? So you can click into that and you can help really effectuate your clients through that. This is all very unique to EDE on HealthSherpa. Here you have application. So if you have a customer call you back and they say, oh man, I don't remember if I put, that my income was 30,000 or 90,000, you can just view their application here. Again, you do not have to go over to the marketplace and go hunting for that. If they need to make an edit, you can do that here. You can also see who is listed on the application. You can see the phone number and the contact info you put in there, their actual status. So if there's any issue, if they say, I don't think I updated it this month, you can say, well, I can see here that the last time we updated it was this day. Sometimes that's useful for customers. You can see which plan they're in. If they call you and they say, I don't remember what my copay was, you would view plan details here and it would take you right to the benefits of that plan. So very helpful. You can help them out there. Enrollment history typically will include the last 2 years of policies. And you see you have their eligibility letter here, but also here in Marketplace Notices, you've got their eligibility letter here. This is where if a document was found to be insufficient, a notice would pop up here as well. Your 1095A forms would be here. And let's say you have a customer, baby due May 1st, 2020, well, that's a bad example, 2023. Okay, we're a little early for that, but let's say we wanted to add that note so that next time they call back, we remember, right? Oh, how's the baby doing, or whatever the case may be. It's a nice way to kind of use it in a CRM-like way. Okay, and I know we are dwindling down on time, but we're gonna rattle through a few more of these tabs and then leave you a few minutes for questions. On our leads tab, you'll see that a lot of the filters are the same. What's really nice here is on the lead, you've got the phone number here if you've saved that in their profile or if they did. And you'll also have email addresses oftentimes. So what a lot of agents like to do is they can sort by last active and say, well, gosh, Homer Simpson is definitely a hot lead. I mean, they were in here on the 24th. They were applying. So applying, meaning they were applying for their subsidy, right? Maybe they got confused. Maybe tax stuff is kind of confusing. I could probably call them back. Maybe I want a little more time on the phone with them when I do. I can schedule that into my day. Marie Test, she was just shopping. So maybe she's just kind of kicking tires. I might need a lot more time with her, right? Maybe she's not really sure what in the world she needs or where to start. When I call them back, I can resume right here and it'll bring me to exactly where they left off in their application, or I can actually click into their name and I can resume here. And again, it still shows me exactly where they left off here. So status applying. Okay, so super helpful. Insights. Insights are great if you're trying to plan vacation. So you can adjust this date range up here. If you're just trying to see what your progress has been within the HealthSherpa platform, how many apps you've submitted, all kinds of premium info. If I want to know, obviously don't take vacation in February 2022. It was very busy then. June, however, might be a little better off, right? So it's nice if you're trying to kind of look back at your history and see really truly when your peak times were. The bonuses tab is one of my personal favorites. These are unique dollars that are just available to you for using HealthSherpa. So during SEP season, we typically pay $50 per referral bonus, but during OEP, it usually jacks up to about 100 to 120. What referrals are is you're all familiar with getting appointments with carriers, right? So let's say you're appointed with 5 carriers of the 10 that are available in your area. You're going to still work with your carrier and your appointments and your normal commissions, whatever, for those 5. For the additional 5, though, that you're not even appointed with, we're just going to let you use our referral program and we'll just pay you a flat fee for all the apps that you submit for that carrier. We'll put HealthSherpa's NPN on it. It's still your customer. You can still chase their effectuation. You can take them back anytime you want. Still totally your person. But it's just a way to get extra dollars for carriers that you're not actually appointed with, right? So it's a way to make sure you're able to truly help your customer choose a plan that is really going to meet the most needs that they have, all of their needs. So you can come in here and just turn that on. You can also track, right? So if you're owed referral dollars from HealthSherpa, it'll say right here and who all they are, etc. So really nice way. It's not a trust fall. You can just come in here and check on the status. Broker bonuses are also unique to the HealthSherpa platform. So during certain times of the year, certain carriers will offer bonus dollars for certain applications submitted in certain areas. for a certain amount of time, right? So anytime, and let's say their applications you're going to be submitting anyways, right? They're just extra dollars that can be paid to you on top of your normal commissions or on top of the referral fees that are going to come, again, like I say, exclusively from Health Sherpa. So just extra dollars on the table. The Associates program is a word of mouth program. So if you have some buddies that are not using Health Sherpa yet and you want them to sign up, if they sign up using your link, then you'll get $10 for every referral they submit. You can't see each other's book of business. You're not tied together in any way in that respect. It's just a way, again, to help you get additional dollars in your pocket. Reminder, our platform is totally free. So these truly are just bonus dollars for you. Okay, the marketing tab is really nice as well. So this link is unique to any agent that creates a Health Sherpa profile. And this is what it looks like. So if you pop your direct marketing link into your socials or your email signature, wherever you'd like to put it, this is the page that folks will see whenever they click on it. Your NPN is tied to this site, okay? So what's cool is if you want to customize it, maybe you want to change the company name or the phone number, you want to change that logo that's going to change up here as well, right? Remember we talked about that. You can upload all of that here. You can change the color palette. Maybe red really speaks to you and you know your customers really love the beach this time of year, so you can update your image. Next time your customer clicks on your direct marketing link, if you just refresh this, they're going to see all the changes that you made. You can see all the little red things changing. So a lot of times customers, agents rather, like to customize this throughout the year. And it's just a way to really allow other people to spread word of mouth for you. Especially if you've helped a customer, they want to send you a loan to their friends. They can say, oh, here's their link. Go ahead and let them sign up there. Customers will walk through their client self-enrollment view in a little bit, i.e. what they see after this page. But basically, they can do their subsidy application, they can shop, they can do it all, even without you. They can contact you, of course, if you need. But anytime they type in their info here, as long as they do an email or a phone number, a lead is also going to generate for you in your leads tab, meaning you're going to get a notification, hey, you've got a hot lead out there. Somebody's noodling around on your site. You may want to follow up with them and help them out. So a really great way just to save you some time. It does work with Google Analytics and also UTM parameters. We're going to pause there and we'll get into agency settings and the actual application next week when we talk. I want to make sure we have plenty of time for questions. Do we have?
Well, let's see. At the moment, nothing's really popped up. By all means, just chime in if you have any comments, anything that maybe you'd like to see from Sherpa, any questions, anything we can do for you here at Cornerstone. So love to see your questions. Okay, I know
We also have
plenty of folks.
monthly trainings that will be available too. So if you have any, coworkers or anything like that that weren't able to join today, of course, they're more than welcome next week. But if you want, we also host monthly trainings that are free.
Okay. Great. So we will. Oh, we do have. Here's a. Okay. Now they're filtering. Okay. How to register using Health Sherpa?
Oh, that's a great question. So you can do that a couple of different ways. What we can do, let's see, did that question come from one of your downline agents, Geoff, or one of your sub-agents?
I think so, and they would, we engage with us, and Eric's on the line. Eric, are you able to talk right now? I know you're.
Yes.
Can you speak to that, how an agent registers with Health Sherpa?
Oh, so how they register through Health Sherpa.
Yeah,
so we
and
have on. Yeah, it should be on our website. Where you go. Let me go through it real quick for you.
Would you like me to stop presenting so that you can share, Eric?
I probably could do that. Do you want to move that over, Geoff? Switch that for whoever.
Okay, you want me to make you the presenter?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Make Eric the presenter. Okay, I think you're the organizer on this one, I think.
Mhm.
Oh, okay, can you see that? All right. Okay, great. We see your site.
That's showing the right screen.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you go to what we offer, and then you go
Mm-hmm.
down to this individual tab,
Mm-hmm.
then once that loads there, scroll down a little bit on your left-hand side. It will say Access Health Sherpa. Once you click on that Access there and go ahead and fill that out, you should go ahead and fill your information out to request more here.
Mm-hmm.
And then once you fill that out, that should go straight directly to me, and then I'm able to go in and send the link to you. And then we could set up a call if you want to walk you through how to set the account up, but it's pretty straightforward.
Great. Great. Okay. Next question. If the HealthSherpa platform is free, how does HealthSherpa make money? Do we have a
that's
cost per enrollee?
that's a great question. So carriers actually pay HealthSherpa so that we will enable EDE for them because they like it too. It's easier for them, it's easier for us, it's easier for you. So because they pay us, we don't have to pass along any charges to agencies or agents or consumers.
Okay, fantastic. Next question.
Question.
If HealthSherpa, let's see here. Can a client and agent be logged into the site at the same time?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think you're asking if you, let's say, send your marketing link to a customer and they're on the marketing link, right? And then you're just you've got your own profile pulled up for them. Can you both have that pulled up together? Is that correct? Yep,
Yeah,
you
I
can.
think so.
Yep.
And
You can also, we'll show you this next week too, but you can also compare plans side to side and actually email that over to your customer. So if they are kind of more visual and they want to touch it and hold it, you can do it that way as well.
okay, we got time for maybe another couple questions.
Mhm.
Good questions, and I will point out that here at Cornerstone, we have rights and we have a line of sight into agents set up. So invariably, agent will call in and have an issue, call me or Eric, and we can look in, lift the hood a little bit and look into this for you. So it's an amazing resource. It smooths out all the hiccups and all the things that sidetrack us, and it really helps things out. Okay, so I need registration for next week's meeting. I'll make sure that everybody gets another one of those registrations. Another question, if I heard correctly, we can make changes in income on HealthSherpa to update during the year.
That's correct. You can. That's accurate. You can also update anything that the customer needs to update throughout the year.
Okay. A nice feature that I've come to find is the HealthSherpa allows the agent to cancel a policy. There's a way for you to go in and do that. And whenever an idea pops in your head, like a question like that, go to the help icon on Sherpa, and there are a bunch of how-tos. So much more than we can cover today.
Yeah.
So that's another feature. And
let me go ahead and send y'all this actually. I'll pop it in the chat.
okay,
Oh gosh, I think I can pop it in the chat.
okay, chat.
I think it'll only go to the organizer, but I will pop it in the chat. And then, Eric, I think we decided you're the organizer, right? If you want to share that with the group.
FAQs. Everybody's going to get something on FAQs.
There you go.
So fantastic. This question to pop in is: someone becomes eligible, is their plan from HealthSherpa canceled automatically?
I'm so sorry, you cut out just a shade. I didn't hear the question.
Okay. If someone becomes, is their plan from HealthSherpa canceled automatically?
If someone becomes eligible for Medicaid or Medicare, for that matter, no. It's one of those things where Medicaid eligibility, they would want to basically go into their subsidy application and update that to say, hey, I'm Medicaid eligible now, so that they aren't accidentally double dipping and have to pay some dollars back at the end of the year. But the carrier wouldn't know to just automatically cancel a policy. For Medicare, a lot of carriers will automatically cancel plans just due to age. But it's always really safest to go ahead and update the marketplace application through Health Sherpa, right? So just update the application there, and then contact the carrier just to, cross all the T's.
Great, great.
That's a good question.
Maybe time for one more. And we really appreciate everybody joining us today. Spread the word amongst your colleagues. Everybody will get a copy of this presentation. I think this is a really nice resource that you can share with folks in your office. And we'll do it again next week. And with that, any final thoughts, Amber?
No, thank y'all so much. Thanks for letting me join, Geoff. I appreciate it.
Everybody have a great day. Thank you so much.